Gang? Top of the morning, top of the morning, top of the morning. We back in this thing, man. So, when to walk away? A lot of times, men and women, we be stuck in these little relationships and we don't know when to walk away. I mean, I take that back. You do know when to walk away, but for some reason you just stay, right? But just in case you don't know when to walk away, because some people confuse these things I'm about to tell you as love, right? When it's really toxicity. That's all it is. Okay. So let's just hop into this G thing. The first way or the first reason where it's like, man, it's time to walk away is if it's abuse. Now, this should be self explanatory. But for some strange reason, some people think when they get a hit upside the head, if the man hits you upside the head, some women think it's love. Or some men think that, oh, if she acting crazy and she punching me and slapping me, oh, it's because she just loved me. Or, that's just what we got, right? That's just how we roll. No, man, that's very unhealthy. For one, it's about respect. Abuse is disrespect right off the top, right? If you got to put your hands on somebody, and not even physical abuse, you got mental abuse, you got the verbal, emotional, you got all the different types, right? But especially the physical one, people be thinking that's love, right? Or even the verbal one, when they always putting you down, right? They always telling you how you no good, how you ain't gonna never be nothing. And some people think that's love. But no, that's a clear sign to, hey, it's time to go, man. Because you can abuse yourself, right? I'm sure most of us, I hope not, but I'm pretty sure that a lot of us talk bad to ourselves already, right? You shouldn't. But if you're doing that, and then you got a partner in a relationship that's doing that, then come on now. How are you supposed to prosper? How are you supposed to think good about yourself if you got somebody that's constantly abusing you? How you supposed to have that love if you got somebody that's constantly abusing? So, hey, instead of dealing with that, just walk away. Number two, a lack of trust. Now, if you can't trust the person, then you always going to be having second thoughts, right? You always going to be wondering in the back of your head, damn, I wonder what they doing or this, that, and the third, especially if you got cheated on, right? If you got cheated on or you caught the other person doing something, then the trust going to be gone right off the bat. And it's very hard to build trust. So if you can't trust your partner, if you always got to look over your shoulders, you always got to wonder who they with, what they doing, who they texting, who they talking to on the phone. When they say they going to the grocery store, you think they meeting up with somebody, right? Then it's time to walk away. Because again, that's going to cause anxiety, right? That's going to cause stress. And you're just going to be a mess, real talk. So walk away, man. If it's no trust, it's no us. Simple as that. Number three, a lack of emotional connection. Now, if your relationship gets to the point where you're no longer emotionally connected, right? Where instead you guys just pretty much are just with each other, just to be with each other. Sometimes people stay with each other because they either scared or they don't want to see the other person with somebody else. But yeah, you don't want them, right? But you don't want nobody else to want them. But if there's no emotional connection, if y'all can't really, be vulnerable with each other, if y'all can't talk about certain things, have deep conversations, if y'all just taking up space, taking up air around each other, it's time to go, man. It's time to go. Now, if you just want something physical, that's fine. You don't have to be in a relationship for that, though. But if it's no just emotional connection, then what do you have, man? What do you really have? Next, number four, if y'all got different goals, that'd be a reason sometimes to separate too. Like, let's say one person want kids, the other person don't, or one person want a marriage, but the other person don't, and you find yourself in this tug of war going back and forth, playing this power struggle. It's time to, hey, for one, it's okay if y'all want different things, right? But it's time to just go find somebody who do want kids, or who do want marriage, or who do want the same values that you want, right? Because it makes things much easier. If you on the same page with your partner, the relationship gonna go much smoother. But if y'all in a constant battle, it's gonna always be turmoil. You're gonna always be stressed. So find a partner where your core values align with each other. But this should be determined before y'all even get in a relationship. When y'all go on that first date, you should be figuring out like, hey, so how you feel about this? What you feel about that? You need to get a sense of how they are. Now, they can't lie to you, right? Some people could tell you, oh yeah, I want kids, I want marriage, just to whatever hit and then dip. So you got to be careful about that. You got to use discernment, right? But these are questions that should be figured out before y'all even go deep into the relationship. So at the beginning, right, you need to find out what they own. What's their mindset like? Do they align with your values? Very important. Last but not least, man, constant conflict. Like, it gets to the point where some people, work overtime, work doubles because they don't even want to go home and be with a partner, right? Or back to that anxiety shit. Like, a lot of people get anxiety and gotta walk on eggshells around a partner because they know it's just always conflict. You might wake up in the morning, conflict. Go to sleep at night, conflict. It just seems like, it's just a bunch of drama. And some people get fed off of drama. I'm gonna be real. Some people need that drama in their relationship. And I'm not saying y'all ain't gonna have arguments or y'all ain't gonna have like disagreements. But if it's always something and it's always like the same things, then that's a problem. That's a problem. You got to take a step back and be like, like, I don't even feel comfortable around this person no more. Like, it's always something. If it's always something, then you got to go, man. It's time for you to walk away in a relationship. If they nagging over every little thing, now I'm not talking about the big things. Like I said, you're going to have some disagreements. But if it's just over the small shit, like, hey, damn, how many times I got to tell you, put the toothpaste cap on the toothpaste, shit, blah, blah, blah. Or, damn, why you always making chicken, man? I'm tired of chicken. Make some damn steak. Shit like that. Like dumb shit that could be avoided, right? If it's stuff that could be avoided, but yet it's still happening, yeah, man, y'all just not good for each other. And you just need to let that go. All right. So I think that was it, man. Those were 5 reasons to walk away. Those were 5 reasons to walk away. Now, like I said at the beginning of the video, we be seeing these reasons. We be knowing like, it's time to go. But for some reason, we'll stay. A lot of people hope a person would change, even though the person shows you over and over who they are, right? But a lot of people just hope and be like, oh, they're going to change. They're going to change. 10 years go down the line. Yeah, they're going to change. They're going to change. I'm telling you, man. So it's better. You got to remember, the most important relationship is with yourself. It's with you. At the end of the day, you got to die with just you. At the end of the day, you got to look out for just you, because anybody else can just up and leave. They could talk down on you. They could flip flop on you. But you got to make sure that you consistent with yourself, right? You got to make sure that you love yourself, because honestly, if you love yourself, if you are secure with yourself, then when you see these signs, you'll dip. You wouldn't put up with it, right? You would not put up with it. A lot of people would be scared to be alone too. That'd be an issue too. Scared to be alone with themselves. But if you ain't scared, then hey, you got power. You able to walk away, and that's where your power lies. Especially as men, that's where your power lies. Being able to walk away. So just take heed, y'all. Just take heed. I'm in it right there. Like, comment, subscribe. If you made it this far, I want you to put walk away, because a lot of people need to run away, not just walk. But yeah, to the next video. Is lit.